We're going to do a y equals tangent of x minus pi over 4, and this is a horizontal shift. They call it a phase shift in trigonometry when you're graphing trig functions, and we're going to graph one period. Remember when we used to graph y equals x squared, well, let me get this right, y equals x squared, and they would do a translation like this, y equals x plus 5 squared, and you learned that this is just this u, right, but it's translated to the left, opposite direction of the sign, 5 units, okay, so it would look like this. And we learned that about quadratics, and I think almost everybody remembers that. So if you don't, go back and learn how to go back and study basic curve sketching. But it's the opposite direction of the sign, it moves horizontally. So that's true of this too, and I'm asked to graph one period here, and here's how I'm going to do it. Here's the x, and here's the y. Normally, if you graph one period, you'd go out here to pi over 2, and I'm going to make this thing really, well, make it smaller than that even. I'll put pi over 2, and I'm going to make it the same distance this way, and minus pi over 2. And there'd be two vertical asymptotes coming down like this, and we'd put this thing between them like this, would trap it in like that. I don't want that in there because we're going to move it. But we're going to move this because in the opposite direction of the sign, we're going to move it pi over 4 units to the right. So where it normally hits 0 there, it's going to be pi over 4 units here. Okay. And that's where it's going to hit 0, because when x is pi over 4, you have 0 inside, and tangent of 0 is 0, so we know it hits here. And so that's the center point. And then I'm going to move this over pi over 4 units, so that would be minus pi over 4 here. And then I move this, I have to have two sides. I'm going to take this thing, essentially move it there. And so this, of course, this is 2 pi over 4, so this has to be 3 pi over 4. So my two vertical asymptotes are here now. And here's my tangent, one period of the tangent. Like that, and it goes down and it follows. Yeah, so it just looks like our normal tangent, which is normally here, and we moved it right over to the right, opposite direction of the sign, pi over 4 units.